Hello, today is Monday, June 16th, and I wanted to let you know that I have created some brand new music on my channel. So, I created Nexus and Reality because originally it was supposed to be a title of a K-pop group of my fictional story. But I had decided that I would create my own reality out of it and create my own music out of it. So, what I do, just so you know, is I take my lyrics and I write them down. And then I run it through the AI system so that it can help rearrange and modify what my text is to make it make sense for a song. Now, occasionally I'm able to actually replicate the formatting so that I'm able to just write out my full lyrics without any assistance from an AI to tell me, hey, you need to move this, or hey, you need to move that, or hey, this needs to be like this. So one of the things I wanted to mention is actually pretty funny. A day or so ago, I can't even say it without laughing. Okay, a day or so ago, when I went to go to Bath and Body Works, I went to pick up free body spray, and what I did was, is while I was going out the door, you know how the door says push or pull? Okay. I'm sure you've done this before, but for some strange reason, I decided that I would pull on the door. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't get out. So I was pulling on the door and I pulled on it several times. And it says push in big letters right there. And I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. I was like, what the heck did I just do? And then when I was at work, I was counting money. And then I was like, oh my God, what did I just count? I lost count. And I was like, what was I even thinking of to begin with? So it was funny, and I decided that I would put it into a song, and I typed out the lyrics for that, and it came out great. When I create the songs, I often have to go through and replay it into a different format because sometimes the formats I don't like. There are plenty of different genres of music to choose from. A lot of times I notice that I like the ones that are more upbeat because the ones that are more slow, they're more like when I'm feeling kind of mellowed out or relaxed. So those ones are kind of like that, or they're like tribute songs. However, the more comedic ones, such as the one that I wrote about speeding in a parking lot, actually happened while I was sitting in a parking lot. So that's where that song came from. So I was sitting in the parking lot and I actually said, why the heck is this guy thinking that it's the Daytona 500? He literally came around the corner, almost smashed right into a shopping cart that was roaming free in the lot. And then I saw another person come around the corner, and I'm sitting there and I'm eating my breakfast sandwich, and I'm like, am I in the freaking Twilight Zone? This lady goes up and over a curve. And I was like, what the heck? And then I saw another person come around, and then they almost slammed right into another car. Oh my God. What is up with people? It's a damn parking lot. I was just sitting here trying to chill out, trying to relax, getting ready, to go in for my shift at work. And then here comes, all this entertainment. And I was like, this is an idea for a song. So I started writing the lyrics and putting the lyrics down. And I wanted to make it into a rock song because I'm trying to get more songs that sound more upbeat. And I'm also going to try to create more music that is is in relation to the weird stuff that happens in my life. Because I think it's so funny, some of the things that happen. And, I feel like if I shared it with the world, that then maybe other people would actually find it funny too. I don't know, I don't normally like to pay attention to how many viewers that I have. I know that some of the videos have more views than others, which is fine. I get it. I'm not here to be one of those, oh my god, please like and subscribe and share. No, I'm not really like that. I'm really not. I'm more like the, hey, if you like the song, let me know because I will continue to make some more funny ones. Besides just my general tribute songs that I had made to celebrate the 12th anniversary of BTS, which is kind of interesting to me because I feel like if they continue on the path that they are on, they could become legacies. And what I mean by legacies is I mean like the New Kids on the Block type of legacy. But that takes a lot more dedication, especially considering that, even the New Kids on the Block, when they were together, they did some solo careers. Like Jordan Knight was on his own for a little while, and Joey McIntyre was on his own for a little while. Joey McIntyre made the song that I absolutely love called Stay the Same. So if you ever get a chance to listen to that, Google search that or YouTube that and listen to that song. It's amazing. But if BTS stays together the way that they are, they really very well could become a legacy. Their success has actually brought a lot of more K-pop into the United States, as well as the success of groups like Stray Kids or ATEEZ, even Blackpink, or, aespa, EXO, Monsta X. There's a lot of different types of groups. I noticed that most of my friends, they tend to like the male groups better than the female groups. And I kind of agree. I was a really big fan of Blackpink for a while until I saw one of the girls doing something that I really just completely disagreed with. And I felt like she became so westernized to a point that I was like, it took away the magic of who they are and what they do. And I have a feeling that there's a high chance that that's what can happen with BTS. And if that is the case, then what it's going to do for me is it's going to make me less interested. But it will make me still be a fan, but I just probably won't be as into it the way that I always have been. And, that's fine, I get it, but I prefer the innuendos kind of similarly to, like, Stray Kids when they said Connected. That one song. If you haven't heard it, you should listen to it. I like the more innocent factor of things, but with a little bit of sass, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's all about music, and that's what's been happening. I am going to be creating my own music more, and I'm going to try and make sure that I add in some more of my funny stuff that actually happens in my real life. Including the one with retail and the fact that I've had to deal with many Karens and all of their, by the way, there's a difference between the name Karen and being a person who's named Karen versus being a Karen, if you know what I mean. Well, I had to deal with a couple of them, so I kind of added that into the music as well, so yeah. But anyway, this is all non-scripted, and you've heard everything that you needed me to say, and I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes because I have the attention span of a fish in a fishbowl, and I would think that maybe you do too. Possibly. But I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that you don't smack anybody the way that I probably would if something weird had happened, but yeah. In any case, I'm going to say goodbye to you and show you my little butterfly pillow and let you know that I am still on my butterfly journey, and I will always be the butterfly girl or the pink rose. And I hope that you have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your week. Take care, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!